Hi, Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. And today I have from the Jobst Distillery in Germany a 6-year-old wood cask Madeira Finish. 46%. This little 20 centiliter would cost over here about 22 euros, so about $25. The big bottle, the 07 over here, would be about $74.50, which is about $79.80. So this is a Madeira Finish, as far as I'm concerned. There's not much information online, by the way. They're still using eBay as their online shop. Distillery Jobst, come on, come on, get with the times. Have your own online shop, please. And there's very, very, very little information online. So I've already tasted the sherry, which was only a 5-year-old. The 6-year-old is the Madeira Finish. 1975, the grandfather, Elmer Jobst, started up with a wholesaling business for spirits. The son, Armin, took over in 2001 and made it into a retail, a B2C company. And they had a lot of these liqueurs and these schnapps and different types of things that they actually distilled themselves. And now the grandchildren, Pascal and Robin, are master distillers. And they started 2007 with their whiskey, which is a grain whiskey, which is wheated, and more like 90% wheat and 10% malted barley. And 2011, they started off with their single malt whiskeys. I have a 4-year-old bottle here, which I will try later. All right, so let's see what the nose says. Very little Madeira. I have here a sample of Madeira. This is Madeira Dry, 5-year-old with 17.5%. And I have here a Madeira Dolce, which is sweet, which is also 5 years old, which is 17.5%. So a friend of mine, he sent me those samples because I was experimenting and learning all about these different types of wines. And they're so intensive, I can't drink them pure. I have to dilute them, and they're very interesting to play with whiskeys. I like putting a few drops in there of these different types of things. All right, so this was distilled in a pot still here in Germany, about an hour's drive east of Frankfurt. And they have 150 liter. So about a 40-gallon pot still, 35-gallon pot still. And the wine was actually, the whiskey was actually then matured for about 5 years in these old red wine casks. Oak and chestnut wood, very interesting. And then for the last year, it was finished in Madeira. The nose is adequate. It's not great, it's not terrible. German whiskeys are not really, most of them are not superb. Especially if you like bourbons, you're going to be fairly disappointed because that wood influence and that sweetness of the corn just is not there. If you tried a lot of scotches and go to the German whiskeys, you're also going to be a little bit disappointed, but maybe not as much. Because it's a lot more of this, it's like a schnapps. It's almost like a vodka sometimes. So I do get some sweetness from the grapes. I do get a little bit of wood. I do get a little bit of this, I'm going to just say grain. There's not much barley in here at all. It's just okay. Nothing to complain about. Let's try it. So it's 6 years old, 46%. My sweet spot. I love 46%. It's not hot at all. I mean, the alcohol is there, but it's not really prominent. That's nice. The whiskey comes in your mouth and it kind of does this. There aren't many transitions. There's not much going on. There's a little bit of the Madeira there, a little bit of that grape, a little bit of that sweetness. There's a little bit of wood. There's a little bit of the red wine influence, but nothing really spectacular. I'm going to give it a, on the nose, it's a C+. On the mouth, it's just a C. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 2 drops here. I don't have very much left in my glass. So 1, to, I'm going to be generous, 3 drops. 3 tiny little drops of Madeira Dolce with 17.5%, 5-year-old. And then I'm going to try this. First of all, I know it says there's an actual difference. It's amazing. This stuff is so intensive. A tiny little bit goes so far. It really is wow. Oh, I'm smiling now. This is really nice. Wait a second. Let me try this. Mmm. 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 Wow. Mmm. Much better. Much better. Oh, I even get pine. I get pine cones, pine needles. Mmm. At the end. Oh, that really, really does pull out those flavors. Amazing. It really is amazing. In Ireland, they take just Irish whiskey, cheap Irish whiskey, and just put like a half of a teaspoon of sherry in it. And they drink it, even at the bar. And it just makes it so much better. And I'm not really, really, really against pimping your own whiskey here with your Madeira if you have it. Now, Distillery Jobst, I have no idea if you ever watch this video in English or not, but my recommendation would be, 1, more Madeira influence. This would be a 2-, and that's for German whiskey. Excellent. But it's not. All right? It's a 3. Because the Madeira is not really there. You have the basics that you need. The foundation has been laid. But if you're going to use a finish, have a little bit more of an influence there. Have wetter cask, leave it in there longer, or whatever's needed in order to have that Madeira finished come out a little bit stronger. So you notice, 3 drops. It wasn't much, but it was enough really to influence this whiskey in a very, very positive way. All right, Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of American in Germany, tasting and reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys. My question of the day is, which Madeira finish do you prefer for your whiskeys? I have the Turconel, a 10-year-old with Madeira finish that I just adore. It's about 46 euros over here, about $55, $53 in the States. Very, very, very nice whiskey. I can highly recommend it. If you've never seen this, the Turconel 16-year-old, also running around 58 euros, so about $65. 16-year-old, this is fantastic. And it's a 10-year-old with a finish in Madeira casks. All right, thank you very much for watching. Whiskey videos come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.